Wink Martindale, popular and durable game show host, dies at 91. He was involved in more than 20 game shows, most memorably as the host of Gambit and Tic Tac Dough in the 1970s and 80s. Wink Martindale, a radio personality who became a television star as a dapper and affable host of game shows like Gambit and Tic Tac Dough in the 1970s and 80s and Det in the 90s, died on Tuesday in Rancho Mirage, California. He was 91. Nashville Publicity Group, which represented him, announced his death in a statement. A veteran of the game show circuit, Mr. Martindale was involved in more than 20 shows, either as a producer or host. His first game show in 1964 was What's This Song?, in which contestants paired with celebrities to identify tunes for cash prizes. The show was short-lived, as were many others he experimented with. Gambit was based on the card game Blackjack, and Tic Tac Dough combined trivia with the classic puzzle game Tic Tac Toe. In Det, the prize was the main focus. Contestants would arrive with bills for credit cards, car payments, or student loans, which would be paid off if they answered a series of questions correctly as a vocalist. Mr. Martindale recorded about 20 single records and 7 albums. His 1959 spoken voice narrative recording, Deck of Cards, sold more than 1 million copies, earning him a gold record, a designation by the Recording Industry Association of America for records that sold 500,000 copies or more. Deck of Cards also brought him an appearance on the Ed Sullivan Variety Show, where he told the tale of a young American soldier in North Africa who was arrested and charged with playing cards during a church service. Mr. Martindale received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 2006 and was one of the first inductees into the American TV Game Show Hall of Fame in 2007. He credited some of his success to his distinctive nickname. When I was a kid in Jackson, Tennessee, one of my playmates, Jimmy McCord, couldn't say Winston, which is my given name, and had a speech impediment, and it came out sounding like Winky, Mr. Martindale told ABC News in 2014. So Winston turned into Winky, and then I got into the business, and Wink. It served me well, and I just kept Wink all these years. Winston Conrad Martindale was born in Jackson on December 4th, 1933, to James A. and Frances M. Mitchell Martindale. After graduating from high school in 1951, he attended Memphis State College, now the University of Memphis, where he landed his first disc jockey gig at a local station, earning $25 a week. He graduated with a degree in speech and drama. I think that I was born with a desire to be a radio announcer. He was quoted as saying, "I always had that great desire to sit behind a microphone. My first mic was 2 paper cups attached to a string. It wasn't long before I was sitting behind the real thing." He later ascended to WHBQ in Memphis, a powerhouse station in the South, where in 1954 he notably helped secure an on-air interview with Elvis Presley by calling his mother after the release of Presley's first record, That's All Right. The interview itself was conducted by the station's DJ Dewey Phillips. Mr. Martindale moved to Los Angeles in 1959 and was featured on several radio stations in and around that city, including KMPC, which was known then as the